Brian from Winter Garden Yoga, and I had a request to do a video for hands and wrists. So if you do a lot of downward facing dog, if you do a lot of push-ups, if you do a lot of stuff on your hands, typing, texting, guitar, things like that, this might help bring some relief to stiff and painful hands. If you have stiff and painful hands, please go see a doctor and get it checked out. If your doctor gives you the go-ahead, this is a nice little self-treatment plan that I use for myself. Let's go through it together. So this is my left hand. This is my right hand. I'm going to take my right thumb and make sure your thumb is smooth. It's not, doesn't have any jagged edges on it or anything. And let's explore the soft tissue of the left hand. So I'm just using my thumb, about 3 or 4 pounds of pressure. I'm not squishing too hard, but I'm just exploring the soft tissue around the pad of my thumb, the base of my thumb, looking for knots, looking for hot spots. You may come across trigger points. Today I'm doing pretty good. I've got a little knot here, so what I'm going to do is just work my thumb back and forth, kind of like an eraser, like if you're trying to erase something off of a piece of paper. So I'm just going to erase this knot a little bit, move on to the next spot. You can spend up to 2 minutes working on your hand, on the soft tissue. Today my hand's in pretty good shape, so I'm going to move on. That's about 30 seconds just for maintenance, and my hand feels pretty good, so I'm going to move on. If you need to stay for an additional time, maybe up to 2 minutes, pause the video and jump in when you're ready. Now this is the outside of my elbow, close to where the forearm inserts into the humerus. Right here, my right hand's going to cradle my left arm, and again, just with my thumb, I'm going to explore the muscles and stuff that are close to the elbow joint. I'm not physically on the bones of the elbow, but I'm searching through these muscles here. These are your extensors. And the same kind of thing. I'm feeling for knots. I'm feeling for hot spots. And I'm also just feeling for overall tissue quality. Your soft tissue should be soft. So like Mark Rifkind or Kelly Starrett would say, you know, if it feels like beef jerky, there's probably an issue. You need to work your soft tissue till it feels soft again. And again, my arm's doing pretty good. So about 30 seconds of maintenance for me today. If you need up to 2 minutes, pause the video and go for 2 minutes. When you're ready, do the inside elbow. So same thing, my right hand's going to kind of cradle my left elbow, and I'm going to insert my thumb into the fleshy part, close to the elbow, not physically on the elbow, but close to it. No, I've got a nice little hot spot right here. So when I feel those hot spots, when you feel those hot spots, it's important, breathe in and out through your nose. No pain faces, and you're waiting for the pain to decrease, or maybe you might feel that the soft tissue actually begins to soften up, or you may feel both things. The one thing to be careful of, this is the pinky side of the forearm. Be careful of the funny bone. There's a nerve that runs through here. It's not funny and it's not a bone. It won't necessarily hurt you or damage anything, but it's just not nice. It's not pleasant, so try to stay off of that funny bone. You only do it one time, I promise. Okay, so we've spent 30 seconds to 2 minutes on the hand. We've spent 30 seconds to 2 minutes on the inside elbow, and we spend 30 seconds to 2 minutes on the outside elbow. Now let's do some stretching. For the stretching, I'll turn sideways. Hopefully you can see a little better. And extending my arm completely straight. So the elbow is completely straight. And I'm gradually, slowly going to start to make a fist. And I'm gradually, slowly going to try to move the palm of my hand towards my forearm. So it's sort of like the opposite of revving up a motorcycle. I'm trying to flex my wrist. I'm stretching the top part of my arm here. And I'm just going to work on this gradually for about 30 seconds. It should be active. That means that you should feel the bottom muscles of your forearm contracting, and that's going to help the top muscles of your forearm stretch. And slowly back off. Now we're going to go the other way. Make sure your arm is completely straight. And I'm going to rev up that motorcycle engine, so to speak. Now I'm extending the wrist. The muscles we just stretched are now contracting, and the muscles that were contracting are now stretching. Now once I reach my limit here, in extension, I'll start to gradually extend my fingers. You see, I'm peeling my fingers open. Now, if at any point you reach a maximum stretch, just pause and breathe. This might be your maximum stretch. Pause and breathe. Make sure your arm is straight. Maybe you can keep stretching your fingers out. This should feel good. If it's painful at any time, back off. Gradually work your way into these active stretches and gradually work your way into those self-massage techniques. Now, pause the tape and do everything on the opposite arm. Now, I'd recommend doing this treatment every day, especially if you use your hands a lot. If you're in downward dog a lot, make sure that you treat your hands well. If you play the guitar a lot, if you type a lot, just basically if you use your hands a lot, I'd recommend doing this treatment every day or certainly as needed, just to keep everything nice and mobile and pain-free. Give that a try.